Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and get started. We've got a huge list of stuff to do tonight. We've got a surprise special guest that I want to have address the group a little bit. So if we can start, Bruce, if we can start with you, everybody give their name and call.
Bruce, KM4EHU, Snowford, Clark County.
Okay.
My name is Joe, KB9LXH.
K what?
KB9,
KB9.
Kilo Bravo 9,
Uh-huh.
Lima X-Ray Hotel,
Okay. Joe.
out of Jackson County.
Okay.
Bart, KB4FEE.
David, KM4 KPV.
KPV.
KM4 KPV.
Okay. That didn't sound right for some reason. I couldn't figure out why. Okay.
David, KM4 LMO.
Okay.
Bob, KI4JWK.
Joe, KK4AJB.
Martin, Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Papa Kilo.
Bob Cooper, AF4OI.
Terry, N60KR.
Go, JB.
JB, WA4WWH.
Bill, N4DIT.
Smokey, KE6IVK.
And our videographer is,
Brad, WA4HBM.
who a picture of him from about 30 years ago was on Twitter this morning. And David, I'll go ahead and put you down, but you're going to have to remind me what your call is again.
It's KG4JDY.
Okay. Thank you all very much. Now, I'm out in the parking lot getting stuff out of my car, minding my own business, and I see this man walking along, and it's like, that looks like Bob Cooper. Bob Cooper started KY-QRP a long time ago. Do you remember the year?
Yeah, it was 2000.
2000? Okay. I wonder if you would just give us, a minute or two of background, who all was with you, because a lot of these folks are fairly new, obviously.
Well, that was like 17 years ago. And I was active in the club back then, and I was on the radio making CW contacts back in 2000, and got to talking with a ham in Georgetown. And after that, we got on email and started communicating, and he was looking for a QRP club, and I was too in the local area. So we just decided to start one. And that's how Kentucky QRP got started. And Brad and a number of other folks were in it back there in the old days, back 17 years ago. And I got busy with work and family and so on. I had to drop out of the picture. I'm just now coming back. I've got a little bit more free time now that I'm retired, but
Excellent.
it's good to see you all
I have
active
a
and
question for you.
alive and well.
We have a sign downstairs for the Kentucky QRP group, and it has a call sign on it.
Fernie did that.
Ernie did that?
Yeah,
Okay.
Frank did that.
All right, well, I just wondered because it's still down there, so I would say it's your all's call sign.
That is.
Yeah, it's an LGL or something like that.
Yeah, you can go down there and look at the sign.
Yeah.
KF.
Yeah, for some reason, coincidentally, today I was just thinking about the early history of the club, and when Bob had to step away, Fernie Williams, who of course a lot of you know, picked it up for a while, and we met on a different Monday night down in the basement, and then he had to go off and do other things, and somebody, it wasn't me, but somebody said, why don't we just meet a half hour before the bars meeting? And I said, well, I'll stand up and run the meeting, and this June will have been 6 years that I've been doing it. So that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea about the background of things. So Bob, it's great to see you. It really is.
Yeah, I think we had about 20 guys back then.
Yeah, and now we've got a lot of people now that do build kits and stuff like that, but it was really big into construction, as I remember.
Yeah.
I was a member of the group, and I was about the only one that didn't, build kits and homebrew stuff and stuff like that. So, and we do have, I don't know if you follow the videos and our, Yahoo group and stuff like that. We do have a fair number of, well, make sure you got the I'll give this to you as if you were a new member. But, so, anyhow, I'll just say, great to see you. And, do you think you'll be able to be more?
I'll try to be active.
Mhm. Okay, well,
I'm
that's
still-
great.
I'm still heavily involved with model airplanes and, honeydew this and honeydew that.
Yeah.
And now, my grandfather had grandkids,
Mm-hmm.
but, 70 years old, I'm starting to slow down a little bit. I've got a little bit more free time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. We want to go ahead and schedule the April luncheon, which is always on a Thursday in the middle to latter part of the month. If we put it roughly in between this meeting and the May meeting will be May the 1st. So that would put it at like April the 20th. Now, for anybody who wants to go to the luncheon of the people that are here, does that work for everybody or some?
The 20th?
Yeah.
I guess, as long as I'm not back at work.
Okay.
Waiting on that stupid MRI.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's, and I'm having a colonoscopy the day before, so I'll probably still be hungry. And for even-numbered months, we go to the Frisch's in Hamburg. So be sure to go to the right Frisch's. Bob and I had talked a little bit about the possibility. I won't belabor it now, but we've kind of fallen in love with this Italian restaurant that's right over here called Amici's, and think about that as a possibility for the North End lunch, and we'll talk a little
Easier to get
bit.
into?
Huh?
Is it easier to get into?
Well, it's you know where the Walmart is, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of back behind there. You know where the
So it's a lot
Wendy's
easier to
is.
get into than the-
You know where the Wendy's
Yeah.
is? Yeah. Well, you just keep going up the hill, and it's
Yeah.
back in there. So.
That Harrisburg Road one's terrible.
Agree, but it's been so hard down through the years for us to be able to agree on restaurants that, and everybody otherwise seems to like Frisch's, so I think that's basically what we're going to stick with for the South End. Plus the fact it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to eat there, and everybody can get what they want. Okay, now I got an email today. As a member of QRP ARCI, which is a international QRP club, they sponsor something called 4 Days in May in conjunction with the Dayton Hamvention, which is going to be in Xenia this year. Has anybody that's here ever been to FDIM? Okay, I know that the Dawsons have, and maybe the Colvins, but anyhow. To learn more about it, if you just Google 4 Days in May or go on the QRP ARCI website, you can find out more about it. But I printed this out, and I'll let you all pass it around. There's some detail in there about the different things that they do. They have seminars, kit building, home brewing, just all kinds of stuff, and it goes for 4 days. Okay, in the past we have talked a little bit about software-defined radios, and Glenn, I know a lot of you have done some things with it. Glenn Dawson mentioned the new version of the SDR Play, which is the RSP2, and I bought one of those. But then also, some of you may have seen on the R&L website this. RTL SDR dongle has been around for a while. Basically, this was the chip in here was originally these dongles were made to be TV tuners originally, and somebody figured out that you could make with the proper software you could make a software-defined radio out of it. I really hadn't messed around with it very much, because the original RTL SDRs would not receive below 24 megahertz. Well, somehow they've managed in the software to get this latest version, which is V3, I think, yeah, VDOT, it says down here. And this will now go all the way down to 500 kilohertz. Okay, these are $20 from R&L and other places. Okay, so you could have a complete, almost DC to light receiver if you have a computer to hook it to, obviously, for 20 bucks, assuming that you already have the computer like the laptop. So from a QRP standpoint, one thinks about the possibility of, well, you could have, again, assuming that you have a laptop, you could build yourself, homebrew yourself, or build a kit transmitter for 40 meters CW or something like that. Put this $20 receiver with it, and you've got a complete QRP station. So I'll pass this around. As you see, it's a USB connector on one end and an antenna connector on the other. Okay, now, do you want to go ahead and talk about your show and tell then, Martin?
Sure, I've actually got a couple things.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to take up too much time since we got a lot of stuff to do. But I don't know if you guys remember, but I try not to poke your eye out. I have finished and tuned my 2-meter portable Yagi. It's a 5-element, and SWR is roughly 1.2 to 1.5. I can hit the repeater from here in the basement of the shack, the 940 repeater in the basement of the shack, which is pretty good. I also have a new to me radio, a Yaesu FT817. Congratulations on that. And I got a different wire for the mic connector, which is a right-angled Ethernet cable. Which is
Did you bring that pouch thing with you?
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't bring the other one, but I have this one here. I can send the link out on the Facebook group.
Okay.
But it's basically for like the saw that the military uses, like a belt-fed weapon. And mine came with like a little pouch with elastic in it that the belt-fed, the belt ammunition would feed through. Then also have found this monthly subscription box that costs $44, and they send electronic components and different maker and hacker as benign, not like the evil stuff. It's stuff so you can just make different things and tinker with stuff. It's called hacker boxes, and I'll pass that around if people want to look at it.
Okay, is that all you got?
I think so.
You're going to have to bring some more stuff next time.
I'll have another one of these.
There you go. All good. The joys of youth, huh? The energies of youth. Okay. Joe, not to put you on the spot, but we like a lot of times, when we have somebody new, just to give a little bit, more detailed introduction, especially with regard to what you do with QRP, so that we all know what you're into and stuff.
Well, let's see. I was originally licensed back in 1981 as Kilo Alpha 8 Mike Bravo Pop when I was still in high school. Kept my license up all this time, and of course when I moved to Indiana, they changed the call sign. Kind of drifted in and out of ham radio for a while, and just recently picked back up within the last couple of years. As far as QRP goes, pretty much it's the HT right now. Working to save up my nickels and dimes to get a nice HF rig, like the 817 for example. When I was in high school, that had a Yaesu 101, and kind of stuck with it when I started looking at radios and stuff. So, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, if you have any questions, be sure to let us know. And that data sheet has the information about the Yahoo group and the field work that we do and stuff like that. So should be pretty good.
It's a place called Hacker Box.
And thanks for that, and welcome to the group.
Thank you.
David, have you been? I know you're active. Again, the energy of youth. Have you been? Now the spring is here. Have you been doing anything, or even anything at home?
Let's see, I had a 80 meter antenna that was in trees. I managed to get it out of the trees. So I took this big long metal pole and spray painted it white so it would be camouflaged with the side of the house there so the wife wouldn't complain about it too much. And then, so I got that set up, and right now it's got this, plastic thing, and I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it's got like the two holes, and it's got like a corrugated middle, but it's connected there, and I've got coax that basically been butt spliced to either side of the antenna. Now the trouble with that though is every so often I got to take it down, trim back, because the wires tend to oxidize. So been working a little bit on something that's a little bit more long term. And so my dad had one of these things right here. It's got a little coil in there, and I decided to just kind of string it up and see if it works, and I couldn't get it to tune up or anything, no matter how much I finagled with it with the tuners. So I wonder if there's some kind of electrical thing going on. I might just need to hook this up to a dummy load and see what it is.
Now, is that a Ballon?
So I mean, this is what it looks like.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, your dad asked me if I had a dummy load, and I don't have any spares, unfortunately, that I could sell you, but I've got one that you could borrow if that would help.
Yeah, I mean, the solder joints look pretty solid on it. It might just need to be cleaned up a little bit.
Did your dad build that?
Oh yeah, I think he had it laying around in his storage room for quite a few years. So we decided to go ahead and just kind of resurrect it and see if it would work.
All righty. Okay, so let me just kind of open it up to anybody that has anything to report with regard to kits that you've been working on or recently acquired, field work. I know the three amigos went out to the park here about a month or so ago. Bill, you had something in the newsletter about it, and they posted out to the mailing list. Other antenna stuff. We've heard about a couple of antenna things going on. So, anybody else with anything? Yes, sir.
I've got a question. I'm kind of starting fresh again with new equipment. I'd like to go around the room and see what everybody's using for what they use a lot in the way of transmitter, receiver.
Okay, for HF stuff?
Yeah, for KRP, HF. What's everybody using? Is it KX3s or what?
Okay. So,
what's everybody using? Just go around the room, or what's everybody work with in the way of radio?
do you have any HF stuff?
Got a Drake R4C receiver.
That's a start. It's not exactly portable.
No.
But, QRP, you can operate, I operate tons more QRP from home than I do in the field, so.
And any little QRP 1 watt and less transmitter I can hobble together.
Okay. And David, I know I've got a picture of your rig on the Facebook page.
Okay.
And what exactly is that? You remember when we were at Fort Hill in Frankfurt?
Oh yeah, what I used there was a small winter slab, but 20 meter.
Okay.
And it's a pretty simple little setup, and I've had a 20 meter dipole set up as an inverted V out there.
Okay.
For power source, I just used a jump starter. Just hooked it up to the 12-volt supply there, and it actually works pretty well for that.
Okay. Do you have any other QRP gear, equipment?
Let's see, currently I've just got that and the Temtech, and then I've also got a little Baofeng 2 meter.
Okay. Okay. Bart, do you have HF gear on QRP?
No, I just use the Kenwood painty talkie.
Okay.
2 meter.
Okay. Anybody else over in that neighborhood have HF? I'm trying to think. I can't think of for any.
We'll have shortly.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, now is that something for show and tell now that you're holding off on us?
So that's a FedEx 40.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, the fella last month and 2 months ago was talking about that. Okay. Okay. So that is now that's mostly assembled, right?
Yeah, so all the serviceman stuff,
Okay.
and everything, basically all you gotta do is.
And that comes out of India, right?
Right.
Yeah, BITX 40, it's for 40 meter. Okay. Anybody over here with QRP HF gear? Or, or do you operate with a rig turned down to low power? I actually here lately, Bob, I've been using a Yaesu FT 950 turned down to 5 watts. I also have an 817, and then I have an 897 Yaesu, which I take out to the field, and sometimes they're 20 watts maybe, but I got a big enough battery. Yeah.
Down in the shack, we have a TS 570 that's turned down 5 watts. We use it at 100 on a dipole, but I'm sure it would do real good on 5 watts.
Yeah.
And at home, I use a FT 897. That turned it down sometimes to play.
I've got 2 MFJ single banders, one for 30 and one for 40. The one for 40 I bought brand new when I joined KY-QRP because I wanted that miles per watt contest. And so I went out and bought that, and I still have it. I haven't turned it on in years, but I still have it.
So nobody's using KX3 or KX2 or
I'm-
anything? Glen's using the
Yeah.
KX3.
Glenn Dawson's got just about every radio you can imagine. The two real active QRPers are not here tonight. Glenn Dawson, AK4HA, and Roger Colvin, KJ4YSY, and they do a lot of field work and a lot of operating, and then
What do they use primarily?
I know that I think both of them have 817s, and a lot of other stuff, but mostly 817s. If you go out on YouTube and search on my call, I've got a bunch of videos taken from our field events, and you can see, because I go around to every stage. Well, so and so's using an 817. So and so's using a, like a IC 706 turned down, or or what have you. So, and then there's within the Yahoo group there are some pictures, but the videos will probably be the most interesting, and you'll get to see where we've been doing some of our field work and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Okay, well, you are quite welcome. Okay, anybody else? Questions? Comments? Anything to report in terms of activity and stuff like that?
The bands are dead.
The bands have not been good. They're not, every once in a while they sort of take a breath and make you think that, they might be sort of alive. I haven't really done a whole lot of operating myself since January, at least not on the CW bands, and I've been planning to get on. And I have a 746 Pro ICOM that I have just programmed with a bunch of frequencies, military frequencies, 11 meters, ham frequencies, air traffic control, stuff like that. And in the morning when I'm having my coffee, I just put that thing on scan. And, sometimes everything's, pretty good. You hear a lot of stuff. I hear, New York radio air traffic control and the Volmet, things, the weather forecast. And then other times there's just nothing. I mean, there's just nothing there. So it's really pot luck whether or not, you have sufficiently good conditions to even make a contact, even at 100 watts or more. 5 watts, it's really a stretch. So okay, so it's 7:25, and Smokey will be getting ready to fire up the bars meeting here in about 5 minutes. So one last call for anybody with a question or comment or anything to report or anything like that. Thank you all for coming. Big crowd and completely awesome. That just makes my year, Bob, to see you here. And I hope this is not the last time. Thank you all.